My name's Dusty. Dust Off the Bricks is my YouTube channel, and this is my castle realm that I've built. And right here we have the Wolfpack. And
The Wolfpack don't get a lot of fortresses to themselves.
I'm trying to recreate the whole idea of the Wolfpack. I think they were just taxed too much. They're just misunderstood. So they're trying to, work their way through actually getting fortress and becoming a legitimate realm or legitimate castle faction.
Okay. Yeah, it's looking good. It's looking very defensible.
Yes. It's been a fun build to do, and the interiors, I still need to do interiors on all the castle. I just worked on the outside first, and now I'm going back and I'm going to try to work on doing the interior.
I like this unique element of the towers out over the water here.
Yeah, I drew that. That's the only portion I've ever drawn out in Lego because I wanted to make sure I had something like that. So it was, looked really cool doing it all that way. So
then we move out into kind of the countryside. So what's this tower represent here?
So that's supposed to be Basil the Bat Lord with the Fright Knights. I do not have Willow the Witch yet. Still trying to find her so I can add her in somewhere. So that's the tower. Then we have some of the new knights there. Since the bold knights are so expensive, they only have a campsite back there. And then I have a fisherman being attacked by seagulls. And just random kind of things here and there. I have a guy catching a butterfly over there. And sheep herder, goat herder. Yeah.
Just kind of fill it out with different elements of life happening around the medieval kingdom.
Yes, I just try to do as much little stories, and I can't do a castle for every single one of the factions. So I was like, I'll throw in as many of them as I can, just as little stories and stuff like that.
And what's the next faction we have here?
So we got the Lion Knights over here. This was my first real castle that I've ever built, because this is my first time ever doing castle in general. So definitely took a lot of tear down, build back up, tear down, build back up to try to get this to work with Lego. And yeah, I got the shield up there from the buildable knights. Wanted to use that in something forever, and I finally found a use for it. So that was fun.
Do the catapults actually work?
They do. So I use magnets for the counterweight. They don't go very far, but just far enough to actually work. So, and then if you pull this pin here, it drops the gate down. So,
yeah, some nice play elements in there.
Yes, I definitely tried to do some movements. Haven't done too much move elements in any of my Lego mocks I've ever done, so definitely want to try something new. That's what I try to do every single time, is just new techniques, new stuff, learn as much as I can for future mocks.
Yeah, and that's what I love with even the fortresses we've seen so far, is like very different build styles here, and so you can see that you really kind of push yourself to try different things.
Yes, and the spiral. That was my first time ever trying that, so I wanted to try it in multiple different ways throughout. So you got the Magistos Tower over there that has this the cylinder, and then the Black Falcons have this cylinder. So just different techniques, different ways to add detail was something I really tried to push myself on this mock.
And then the huge mountainside here in the background.
Yes, so that was bigger than I thought I was ever going to be. So, but I wanted it bigger than Magistos Tower, and I gave myself a little bit too small of a platform and had to go straight up really quickly. And you can kind of see the seams. It does divide up into 5 different modulars going up vertical. So, and it's fun. And I had to throw in the classic dragon because he's sitting on my shelf. He deserved a little bit more visibility.
And then the final faction down here, what do we have represented?
Yeah, so we got the Black Falcons. This was my favorite one. I felt like I did a lot of detail in the color pops, and with the dark and the dark gray, or dark bluish gray with the black and the blue. I like this one the most. Unfortunately, I don't have the blue 4x4 corners. They only came out in like 2 sets, I want to say, so I'm slowly trying to get as many of those to cover the top of those 2 sections. And then the pathway, never done a masonry, brick sideways type of technique for that. So that was lots of fun. So yeah, it was just fun all together building all this stuff.
Yeah. And you can see the start of some decorations and tiling and buildings in the castle. So what are your plans for the future here?
So the Lion Knights Castle will get more buildings, get some horse stable, stuff like that. Just try to mess around with different techniques and stuff. I want to do more of like almost like a fort for them. So I kind of was thinking like a courtyard-ish theme in there, and not too many buildings or establishments inside the castles. But I'm hoping to get those done by next year and actually add on to the side. I still want to represent the Forestmen. I want to thinking about doing a castle for the new Horse Knights, and then I want to do a little village to get more of just villagers in and different fun scenes and stuff. I feel like all the really fun scenes are the villagers and stuff going around. So if I can get a whole area full of those fun scenes, it will, I don't know, be more fun next year. So.
Yeah. So do you know how long the whole build is or how many pieces are in this?
It weighs 240 pounds. That's what I do know. And I think it's around 15 to 16 feet. So, yeah. And it's going to be wider next year, too. I want to do one more base plate up front and do a little pathway or road leading them all together. And then I can do more horse-drawn carriages and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So,
yeah. How long does it take you to set up a display like this at Bricks Cascade with such a big display?
So it took me, I had 4 of my friends come, and it took 5 hours, all 4 of us putting all the foliage back on, because if you go back over here is the best way to see it. It all divides up into base plate by base plate besides this castle, the mountain, and the Black Falcon Castle. All divides up into this. They all are labeled. So what I do is when I take the foliage off, they go into a Ziploc bag with their label on it, and then when I come to put it back together, I throw the Ziploc, I put it all together, put all the Ziploc bags down, and then I start randomly putting foliage down. So it takes a while, because I'm 3.5 hours away, and was able to get this in 3 totes in the back of my truck.
Yeah, that's
9 totes in the back of my truck, so.
That's a real pro tip, though, for anyone watching. If you want to display at a convention, the organization is very important. Building modular and then keeping it organized like that will make your life so much easier when you both set up and tear down.
Yes, last year I built a zoo, and I realized afterwards that the modulars that I did, which is 3 base plates by 2 base plates, didn't even fit into any size tote. So I had to rent a U-Haul and have them individually put in a U-Haul, and so yeah. So learning as I go.
Yeah. There you go. Well, keep up the great work. Can't wait to see how it expands in the future. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.